right, welcome back to yet another episode of Tech Today Show. This is Science TV, and we are exploring the latest innovations and how they empower our lives. This show is courtesy of Kenya Society for the Blind, and today we are diving into the world of digital workspaces and productivity tools specifically designed for people with visual impairments. My name is Chris Mololo. On sign language interpretation, I am with Esther Kendi, and joining us is an inspiring guest who will be introducing himself and will be helping me to have this conversation. Welcome, Mr. Mandela.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, Mr. Mololo.
Yes.
I'm so glad to join your show today. And I hope we shall be touching on a lot of things that are related to digital productivity and all that for the visually impaired.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you can just introduce yourself. I know this is not the first time for you to be here.
Right.
But for the sake of the one seeing you for the first time, tell us who you are. Of course, wale wetu tunakuwa na social media, we know you are blind billionaire, and you tell us where that name came from.
That's really serious.
Yeah.
My name is Mandela Gaya, as it is on my identification documents, but I also go by the name The Blind Billionaire. You can find me as Blind Billionaire Kenya on all my platforms, TikTok, Facebook, everywhere. And I'm a disability rights advocate. I'm an author, an orator, a language interpreter, and a business person.
Wow.
So yes, I wear all those crowns. And what else should I say about myself?
Anything that you think my audience should know?
Okay, those who are watching me, I'm also visually impaired, totally blind for that matter. And so I'm enthusiastic to be engrossed in this topic that we have today.
Okay.
Yes.
Welcome once again. So I want to start with asking you to share your insights on how digital workspaces have evolved for people with visual impairments.
This is a very important question, Mololo. Well, you see, we have come so far. Many years ago, we didn't have smart devices, computers, just for everyone.
Yeah.
And we had these button phones, if you may call them so. Everyone had their button phones. Even blind people bought phones.
Yes.
But now we could not use them efficiently. Maybe we mastered some buttons. You can call people by dialing, pressing some buttons.
Numbers. You needed to have the number of head.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And now when it came to reading messages, you had to involve someone, maybe call someone to read for you. And that already is affecting your privacy.
Yeah,
you know, you cannot have some personal message, to hide from people.
Yeah.
So, but over time, technology came over, and we have had a lot of improvement with screen readers, for example. A lot of manufacturers discovered that they also have clients who are blind or visually impaired. And so they came up with screen readers. When I say screen readers, for those who are watching us, these are just softwares that are pre-installed by default by manufacturers to convert text to speech. Meaning now your phone or your computer can read aloud whatever is displayed on the screen. And so that's a great improvement in that space.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
And can you give us some examples of these tools? I know you've mentioned of screen readers.
Right.
There are those called voice recognitions.
Absolutely.
And others that you can just let us know.
Well, some of these softwares, for example, let's begin with computers, because in workspaces we use computers a lot.
Yeah.
We have something called JAWS. JAWS is spelled as JAWS, which is Job Access with Speech. This one is installed. You can install it in your computer, your laptop, and use it comfortably as a blind person without looking at your screen. And also we have another one called NVDA, which is non-visual desktop access.
We used that in school.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That one is also good for using computers, for accessing computers for a blind person.
Yeah.
And on our phone, mobile devices, which are also mini computers, you have softwares like TalkBack, you have VoiceOver for iPhones, and TalkBack for Android devices. And if you're not comfortable using TalkBack or VoiceOver, now you even have voice recognition. You can literally talk to your device to perform tasks, like call so-and-so, send a message to so-and-so, you know, send an email, such like things. And such is a really great improvement in the tech industry. And I also want to mention that for those who are partially blind, you know, we are talking about visual impairment, which includes those who are totally blind and those who are partially blind. So for those who are partially blind, you realize that there are some improvements that have also been put in place, or innovations to cater for their needs. For example, contrast. When you look at the screen, sometimes the theme, when it's too bright, some people with visual impairment cannot look at the screen directly.
It affects them.
Yes, but now you see almost every app is now adopting dark theme. You have some dark background, so that that person who cannot really see well is able to navigate the screen with a lot of ease. Yes.
Even for the something like font size.
Absolutely. Font size, colors, you know, color inversion, lighting. There's a lot of things that have been really innovated in that area. Right.
I understand tech developers are currently working on some innovations to enhance productivity for visually impaired users. Do you have an idea of some of the things that they are working on?
What they are working on right now to improve? Well, yes. Currently, there are a lot of things that are coming up. For example, talk about, you know, we live in an era of artificial intelligence. And so this artificial intelligence has so much been a great gift, if so to call it, for the blind or visually impaired people. Because now with artificial intelligence, you are able to not only access your phone with speech or, you know, listen to scripts, read documents, news, but you can also now be able to recognize images, something that we were not able to do in the past. For example, someone sends you his photo, her photo. Now AI is able to describe for you that this person is wearing a green shirt, is doing this and that. So we appreciate also the emergence of artificial intelligence. And there's a lot of improvement still going on in that space. Right.
And you know, these accessibility features, they always come with different versions every now and then. And I think there are some blind people who don't know some of the apps that can really describe images so well, because there are so many apps, and maybe you can tell the ones who are listening to us, what is that app that can describe an image perfectly for them?
That is great. I'm going to mention a few apps here. A few that can describe images and documents and logos and products, even persons. And then I'm also going to mention an app which I think also blind people need to download for their day-to-day activities or livelihood. Well, one of those apps would be Be My Eyes. There is, no, sorry, Be My Eyes, absolutely. Be My Eyes is a really powerful app which has AI incorporated in it, meaning now you can take a photo, even like a scene like this, and then transfer it to Be My Eyes, and Be My Eyes is able to explain to you what is going on. Be My Eyes, apart from describing images, is also an app that you can use to go live and ask for help from someone, some volunteers. So that means those who are watching us who can see should also download Be My Eyes to help the blind. Because, for example, if you are lost in town as a blind person and you are looking for directions, you can literally jump onto Be My Eyes, look for a volunteer and ask them, can you see anything around me? Read for me anything you can see, any building, any whatever, you know. So that will help you even cross the road with safety and assurance. So that is one of the apps. The second application is Seeing AI. Seeing, like the way you see, seeing, then AI, artificial intelligence. So Seeing AI is another powerful mobile app that blind people and visually impaired people can use to navigate or to access the world, to see the world around them without using sight. You know, you just take photos and it describes. Or literally, sometimes you don't even have to take photos. You just point your camera towards what you want the app to describe. And it does it in real time. It's amazing.
Allow me to cut you short.
Right.
What if someone sends you a photo, maybe through WhatsApp, and you need Be My Eyes or Seeing AI to describe that photo for you? Is that possible, or you have to take a photo yourself?
That is very possible. When someone sends you an app on WhatsApp or any platform, the app itself is designed in a way that it can access third-party apps. And what I mean by that is you can share a photo from the app within which you have received the photo and share it with Seeing AI or Be My Eyes or whichever assistive technology app that you have, and it will just describe as though you took the photo yourself. Yes.
That sounds incredible. So is there any other app that you need to tell them, because you were mentioning them before I interrupted?
Yeah, there is another app called Envision AI. Envision AI is also just similar to Seeing AI. And I think they work the same, but you can compare and see which one you're comfortable with. We have a lot of apps actually. So literally, I think someone just needs to do research and check which one is comfortable for them, convenient for them.
All right. And how do we ensure that these tools are user-friendly for those with varying degrees of visual impairments? Because as you said, when we talk about visual impairments, we are talking about the totally blind, the partially sighted, or all those people with varying degrees of visual impairments. So how do we make these tools user-friendly?
Well, that's why there is progressive innovation every other day. You know, we are not yet there, but we believe that every single day there is a farm tech somewhere working on something. And so that means when we talk about, for example, voice recognition, it's being improved every single day. When you talk about screen contrast, for example, the lighting, dark theme and all that, it's being improved every single day. And the accessibility features, for example, the screen readers, like VoiceOver and TalkBack, they are also being improved every other day. For example, to have more languages on board, to sound more human, because in the past they were like, you know, when they talk, people are like, hey, what are they saying? But now over time,
even most of the sighted people ask me, hiki tunasema nini? You're like,
exactly.
Can't you hear?
Right. So with time, they have brought some features that sound more human than being robotic as it was in the beginning. So such are the things that are being done in that space to ensure that...
And speaking of languages, nowadays I've seen they have so many languages. You could see that there is the English, United Kingdom,
Right.
English United States,
Right.
English Nigeria, and other languages. So that means it caters for all the people worldwide.
Absolutely. Different accents. Because if you don't understand the US English, you can actually switch to Africa, South African English. Yeah.
Okay. We need to take a break, and when we come back, we'll be discussing the importance of digital literacy in this context, and proceed with this conversation as we make our viewers learn more. Stay with us. You are watching Tech Today Show on Science TV. See you shortly.